It's really the first time that the wolves have played a major part in a battle. You got the Cullens and you got the wolves, and I won't say good guys and bad guys because they're both sort of good guys fighting each other. So it's a major story point. The wolves are really, their characters. They're not just background animals.
The siege is just a melee. I mean, it's really kind of chaotic. We actually took, chess pieces and figured out, okay, well, how many wolves are coming from any one direction? And that was, for us, again, it was another opportunity to do something fun.
The secret to do visual effects properly is that things have to be well thought out. The visual effect has to be long, naturally, and completely behave and belong in the frame as if it was there. In order to get that, you have to know exactly what's going to happen and what interactivity is going to take place. You cannot just wing it and fix that later.
And so we were laying out the scene and trying to help everybody, the director and all the stunt guys, see it. And then meanwhile, the stunt guys are looking at the boards, they're looking at our animatics, and they're actually shooting video footage of themselves doing the stunts.
The whole choreography of the fight was very much more complicated because there were so many moving parts of eye lines, and it's just like a huge can of worms, a bunch of wolves running in and running out, and people over here, and where does this person go? And we really laid everything out, very carefully with extensive previs. The actors for the siege felt, kind of silly because in some instances they would just, be pantomiming to air.
To simulate the wolves coming up at us, these wolves aren't exactly the wolves that you'll see in the finished product of the film. These wolves are stuffed beanbags. That's right, we wrestle beanbags. And then the amazing magicians over at the CGI Tech, they turn those beanbags into hairy, ferocious wolves. So I guess the hardest part about shooting these scenes is not laughing the entire time. Because you're like, oh, it's a beanbag, oh, I'm so scared. So, that's the real acting right there, where you're like, hey, very, very serious, very serious. You're like, hey, it's a beanbag. No, it's a scary wolf.